Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are taking a truly cosmic journey to try and answer one of the biggest questions there is. What's our place in all of this, among the stars? Let's find out. Let's start right here with this thought. I think it perfectly captures that feeling, that sense of wonder that has connected us to the cosmos for, well, as long as we've been human.
And this is what that magic looks like when you get right up close. This is Westerland 2, a stellar nursery about 20,000 light-years from us. It's this beautiful, chaotic place where some of the hottest, brightest stars we know of are being born.
Okay, so to really get a handle on the sheer scale of everything out there, we first need to figure out our own cosmic address. So let's start small. And by small, I mean right here at home. We're going to start right here on this little rocky sphere we call Earth. Now, to get a sense of the distances we're talking about, let's use the speed of light. Our closest neighbor out in space, the Moon, is about 1 light second away. That means it takes light just a single second to get from here to there. All right, let's pull back. Now we're looking at our solar system, and already the distances are just getting huge. It takes light over 4 hours to travel from the Sun all the way out to Neptune. Suddenly, that 1 light second to the Moon feels, well, right next door, doesn't it? Okay, let's keep going. We're now moving out into our stellar neighborhood. The space between the stars is just immense. Within about 12.5 light-years of us, that's roughly 73 trillion miles, by the way, we find about 32 other stars. And here's where things get really mind-blowing. Our entire solar system, all those neighboring stars we just mentioned, they're all just a tiny, tiny speck inside our home galaxy, the Milky Way. A glittering, swirling disk made up of something like 200 billion stars. But you know what? Even a whole galaxy isn't alone out there. Ours is part of what's called the local group, a collection of over 50 galaxies all bound together by gravity. This cosmic family, which includes our giant neighbor Andromeda, stretches across a staggering 10 million light-years.
And believe it or not, even our local group is just one small neighborhood in an even grander structure. Welcome to the Laniakea supercluster. The name actually means immeasurable heaven, and you can see why. It holds our galaxy and over 100,000 others.
Now, just to try and wrap our heads around that, Laniakea is over 500 million light-years across. It's so unbelievably vast that if you could look at it from a distance, our entire Milky Way galaxy would be a completely invisible speck. So there you have it. That's our cosmic address. Seeing all this incredible organized structure, it just leads you to the biggest question of all, right? Where did everything come from? How did this immeasurable heaven even begin?
To find that answer, we have to rewind the cosmic clock. We're going on a journey 13.8 billion years into the past, all the way back to the very first moment of time itself.
Our best scientific understanding points to one single event, the Big Bang. Now, the theory is pretty wild. It holds that everything we know, all matter, all energy, all of space and time, just erupted into existence from a single point smaller than an atom that was just unimaginably hot and dense.
And in those first few moments, everything happened so incredibly fast. In less than a trillionth of a second, the universe inflated from a tiny point to about the size of a city. Just seconds after that, pure energy started to cool down and turn into the very first particles of matter. And within 20 minutes, those particles were already clumping together to form the first atomic nuclei, the building blocks for everything to come. But here's the crazy part. Even after those first atoms formed, the universe was nothing like it is today. It was just a vast, expanding cloud of hydrogen and helium gas. And with no stars yet, the entire cosmos was completely dark for millions of years.
So how did the universe finally switch the lights on? How did it go from this dark, uniform cloud of gas to the brilliant cosmos we see today? Well, the hero of this story is a force you know very well, gravity. For millions of years, it just kept pulling and pulling on those gas clouds, squeezing them into denser and denser clumps. As those clumps got bigger, their centers got hotter and hotter, until finally, ignition. Nuclear fusion kicked in, and the very first stars were born, lighting up the dark universe for the first time ever.
And that process of star birth, it's been happening ever since. We can see the incredible results today in structures just like this one. This is the globular cluster M15. It's like a dense, ancient city of stars, and at 12 billion years old, its stars are some of the very first to have ever formed in our galaxy. It's a true cosmic fossil. So, from a single point of pure energy to an immeasurable heaven filled with light, the story of the stars really is the story of the universe. And in a way, it's our story too. The best part? That story is still being written across the night sky, with so many mysteries just waiting for us to discover. So you have to wonder, what are we going to find next?